Picture this. Two people watch the exact same video about fixing their finances. One of them treats it like a movie, nods along, thinks it sounds great, closes the tab, and goes back to scrolling. 6 months later, nothing has changed. Same debt, same stress, same feeling that money just disappears every month without explanation. The other person pauses the video, opens their bank account right then, and thus starts doing the work. 6 months later, they have a real emergency fund. They are investing every single month automatically. And for the first time in their life, they are not anxious when they check their balance. Same information, completely different outcome. The only variable was execution. This is your 6-month blueprint. Not a list of vague suggestions. An actual month-by-month system with specific actions, clear targets, and real outcomes. And if you follow this, genuinely follow it, your financial life will look unrecognizable compared to where it sits today. Let's get into month one. Month one is about one thing and one thing only: brutal, uncomfortable honesty. Most people have a rough sense of what they earn and a fuzzy idea of what they spend. That fuzziness is costing you money every single month. You cannot make better decisions with bad information. And right now, you are probably operating on almost no information at all. Think about any successful business. They track every dollar coming in and every dollar going out. They know where they are overpaying, where they are underperforming, and exactly what their margins look like. Your personal finances deserve that same level of attention. This month, you are going to pull up the last 3 months of statements from every account, where money moves, bank accounts, credit cards, digital payment apps, all of it. Then you're going to sort every expense into 3 categories. Fixed costs, the non-negotiables like rent, utilities, groceries, and transportation. Discretionary spending, things you choose to buy but do not strictly need. And debt payments, everything you owe someone else. When you total this up and compare it to your actual take-home pay, your after-tax income, you get your savings rate. That number tells you the truth about your financial situation in a way that nothing else does. You might discover you are spending $300 a month on food delivery without realizing it. You might find subscriptions you completely forgot about. You might see that your car costs more each month than your retirement contributions. These are not moments for shame. They are the moments that make real change possible. While you are in this audit mode, check one thing immediately. If your employer offers a retirement match, and you are not contributing enough to capture the full match, you are literally leaving part of your compensation behind. That match is an instant 100% return on your money. There is no investment anywhere that matches that. Make sure you are contributing at least enough to get every dollar of that match this month. The other habit to build in month one is a weekly money review. 10 to 15 minutes, same time every week, to look at what you spent and compare it to your plan. This single habit rewires your relationship with money faster than almost anything else. Month two is where you start redirecting money toward what actually matters. Take your categorized expenses and go through your discretionary spending with one filter in mind. Does this spending reflect what I actually care about? Cancel the subscriptions you are not actively using. Call service providers and ask for a better rate. Mention you are thinking about leaving. It works more often than you would expect. Go through your insurance policies and compare quotes from a few competitors. 1 hour of shopping around can easily save you hundreds of dollars per year. Most people set their insurance up once and never look at it again. The goal here is not to cut everything that feels good. The goal is intentionality. If travel genuinely lights you up, protect that budget. Instead, cut ruthlessly from the categories that do not actually bring you any real satisfaction. Also in month 2, face your debt completely. Pull your credit reports, which you can get free from annualcreditreport.com, and write down every debt you owe: the balance, the interest rate, the minimum payment. The average credit card interest rate right now in 2026 is above 21%. At that rate, a $6,000 balance paid at minimums takes over 7 years to clear and costs you more than $3,000 in interest alone. Call your credit card companies and ask for a lower rate. Be direct. Tell them you have been a reliable customer and that you have seen better rates available elsewhere. Sometimes they say no, but often they will reduce your rate, and that reduction saves you real money over time. Month 3 is about protection. Nearly half of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency from savings. That means one car repair, one medical bill, one appliance failure becomes a debt event that sets everything back. Your target this month is building $1,000 in a dedicated emergency fund, kept in a high-yield savings account at an online bank, completely separate from your daily spending. In 2026, the best high-yield accounts are paying around 4% annually, compared to the national average of less than 0.5%. Beyond the interest difference, the separation matters psychologically. Out of sight means out of reach for impulse decisions. To build this fund faster, sell items you no longer use around your home. Take on any short-term extra income you can manage, and redirect every dollar you freed up in month 2 directly into this account. Also, continue hammering your high-interest debt. Pick either the avalanche method, targeting highest interest rates first, or the snowball method, targeting smallest balances first. Both work. The one you stick with is the right one. Month 4 is where you set the system on autopilot. The single most powerful thing you can do for your financial future is make investing automatic, so it happens whether you feel motivated or not. Set up automatic transfers so that every time your paycheck arrives, money moves immediately to your investment accounts, your savings accounts, and your emergency fund before you ever see it in your spending account. What is left is yours to spend without guilt or second-guessing. Open a low-cost brokerage account and invest in index funds that track the broad stock market. Expense ratios under 0.1% mean your fees are essentially nothing. You do not need to pick stocks. You do not need to follow the news. The historical average annual return of the S&P 500 over the past century is around 10%. That includes every crash, recession, and crisis in modern history. Time in the market beats timing the market without exception. Set automatic bill payments for everything possible. Build a system that runs without requiring daily willpower. Month 5 is about the part most financial advice skips entirely: your psychology around money. Your beliefs about wealth were mostly formed in childhood and operate quietly beneath every financial decision you make. Take time this month to actually write down what you believe about money. Do you believe wealthy people are greedy? Do you believe you are simply bad with finances? Do you tell yourself you deserve to spend because life is hard? These beliefs shape outcomes more than spreadsheets ever will. Managing money is a skill, not a personality trait. It is learnable. If you have a partner, have a direct, calm money conversation this month. Financial tension between partners rarely comes from different incomes. It comes from different beliefs and different unspoken expectations. Understand each other's financial backgrounds and agree on shared goals. Also in month 5, focus on growing your income. Research what your role pays in the current market using sites like LinkedIn, Salary Insights, or Glassdoor. Document your specific accomplishments and schedule a conversation with your manager about your compensation. If your current employer has no room, consider whether a strategic job change could move the needle significantly. Even an additional $500 per month changes the trajectory of everything you are building. Month 6 is about locking in the long game. This month, you establish a monthly financial review, a 1-hour sit-down where you examine everything: income, spending, investment growth, net worth. Calculate your net worth by adding up all your assets and subtracting all your debts. Track that number every month. Watching it grow becomes one of the most motivating things you will experience. Set your 1-year, 5-year, and 10-year financial goals in writing. Research shows that people who write their goals down are significantly more likely to achieve them. Write your goals to someone who will hold you accountable. Schedule quarterly reviews on your calendar right now, before this video ends, and start increasing your investment contribution percentage. Every single percentage point increase in your savings rate shortens the timeline to financial freedom in a way that compounds dramatically over decades. Here is the reality you need to sit with. Someone saving 10% of their income might take 40 years to reach financial independence. Someone saving 20% might do it in 30. Someone saving 50% might do it in 15. The math is ruthless, and it works in your favor if you start today. Not when things settle down, not next month. Today. Open your bank statements right now. Calculate your savings rate. Write down what you owe. These are the first moves that start the chain reaction. 6 months from today, you will either be the person who watched this and took action, or the person who thought it sounded good and moved on. One of those people is going to feel completely different about their financial life. Make sure it is you, and that's the difference. Not luck, not income, not timing, just the decision to actually act. Thank you for watching this video on Wealthy Worry. If this gave you a new way to think about your money, make sure to subscribe and come back for the next one. Because once you understand the rules of the game, everything starts to change.